Alright, I'm back. I have my voice back, so hopefully these tutorials aren't too late. I wanted to go over pretty much basically setting up the engine for the first time. One thing that I've seen that some people don't do is they're not getting the project files or the documentation, which can be found here at the website. You click here, go to Gumroad, put in 0, and you can download the project files. Now within the project files information, there's a document with a link to Mega, and that will have the actual demo project that I use in this video, well, that I use to, create all this example information and pictures that you see right here. Now that the 4.21.1 is out, I should be able to compile a demo, a playable demo, to be able to put that out there. But it looks like I'm going to have to put it on Mega as well, because Gumroad seems to not like free content that is big. So that's where I'm going to have to put everything for right now until I can find a better place to put it that is easier to access. But if you go here and you download the files from Mega, once you get them all downloaded and extracted, you should have a folder that looks like this, that has the content, the config, the content, the plugin folder, source, and these project files. One thing that you're going to have to do as well to get this running is, as I always say, make sure that you copy the the plugin to the actual local folder and not here, because if I push out any updates or anything like that, if you've modified the engine to your liking, any kind of update that I push can override your files. So if you go to this folder, you should find my plugin here if you've downloaded it. If you haven't, you have to make sure you download it from the launcher, and just copy the plugin from here into the plugin folder here. Now, if for some reason you tried to open this project with the editor, it's going to tell you that you have to build the source manually. This is because this is a C++ project, and you can't just run the U project. You have to compile it from Visual Studios. So if for some reason you've tried to open it manually with the editor, with the launcher, make sure that your folder structure looks like this before doing this next step. If you have an intermediate folder or a build folder or a save folder, delete those, because those are not needed and they will cause the C++ compilation to fail. So all we have to do is go here, now that all our files are in place, and generate project files. And what it's going to do is scan the project for the newly added plugin in the folder, and it's going to add all the file and structure to your C++ solution. So now that we have it generated, we get the VS folder, we get the intermediate folder, we get the save folder. And again, if these were already here, make sure that those folders are not there before doing this. So now that we have this compiled, we have it generated, we can open it in Visual Studio to compile it. And one thing you have to make sure when you actually open the project, you have to make sure that your correct project is set on startup. Right now, the RPGEngineToolkit test is actually selected and highlighted here. If you see that the difference between this text and this text is the fact that it's bold. If this is not bold, then you're going to have to right click on it and go to Set as Project Startup. And then also over here, once you're actually on this project, you're going to have to make sure that it's set for 64-bit and that you have your development editor selected. If you do not, then it will not operate the way you want it to. And it'll probably give you some kind of weird error when you try to compile. I'm going to leave this one compiling, and what I've done already is created a project 2. All I did was go here and pretty much open the launcher. I created a third-person C++ template, so I could use that as just a general template to start from to be able to start a new project in general with the toolkit. Whatever you create your project with may not be the same, but for me, I just started with a third-party project, gave it a name, just said, hey, create this C++ project. Now, if you're starting from scratch, what you're going to have to do is create a plugins folder. After it's generated your project, create a plugins folder, copy over the plugin, just like I did in the other project, in the demo project, and you're going to right click and generate project files as well. Then you're going to open your solution, do the same thing we did before, and then you can bring up your customized project with that plugin added.